thank you very much, Genzyme, for having us in this beautiful building. And thank you, Robin, for being you and for doing all the things that you do. You know, it's said that all great movements in history have been started by a small handful of people. In this particular case, Robin Organ is not only a small handful, she's a small army all by herself. So, God bless. But we have a big problem in America today. And one of the things that we must do to solve this problem, part of the green movement, is we must educate our children on how not to be sick. Disease is destroying our country. And right now, the United States government is in danger of going bankrupt. The economists are predicting the United States may become a third world country within 20 years. And that's not a very good legacy to leave to those who come behind us. For those like myself who lived in the golden age of America, to leave behind a third world country is not a very nice thing to do. We have to do something about this. And one of the things that we're dealing with here is unfunded liabilities. Medicare and Social Security, all by themselves, are $108 trillion worth of unfunded liabilities. And those numbers are going to go up in the coming years. We can't pay it. We simply can't pay it. So we have to do something. Well, one of the things that we can do is cut the costs. If we stop people from getting sick, there'll be no costs. Yet we know how to do this. We have an unprecedented epidemic of chronic and degenerative disease, and it's getting worse every year. We are measuring 30-year-olds with the biological markers of 80-year-olds. Half of our children have a diagnosable chronic disease. Our children are scheduled to die younger than their parents, and life expectancy in America is expected to turn down after 200 years of increases. We have to do something. The bottom line is this: we don't know everything. But what we do know is sufficient to get the job done. So what we need to do is we need to start teaching this. I'm the international chairman of the Project to End Disease. And the Project to End Disease, the very purpose of it is to teach our children and to teach our adults how not to be sick. There's no reason to have cancer or heart disease or diabetes or arthritis or osteoporosis or Alzheimer's. No reason at all. We know how to prevent these things. We know how to stop them. We have to teach it. That's why I wrote my book, Never Be Sick Again. There are people who've read Never Be Sick Again around the world who've read it, gone home and cured terminal cancer. Buy a book for $14.95, go home and cure terminal cancer. Curing cancer's got to be really simple, folks, and it is. So now I'm writing a whole book on how to cure cancer. We know these things, we have to teach them, we have to get on with it. And thank you, Robin Organ, for what you're doing, because you're part of the spark that's lighting the fire that's going to make these changes, make things happen. And we need to tend to these problems. If we don't, they're going to get us. And we have a responsibility, we each have a responsibility to make sure that these very unpleasant things are not going to happen. And we can do it. I thank you all very, very much. Thank you all, and thank you all the members here, and Councilor Connolly, thank you for being here and all the wonderful things that you said. It's just a privilege and an honor to be here with a group like this.